Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to today's science class. So children, today we are going to start the third chapter, that is synthetic fibers and plastics. So before going to the explanation, let us know what is there in the chapter. So we are going to discuss about the fibers a little bit in the introduction part, and then I'll be explaining about the synthetic fibers, the types of synthetic fibers, the characteristic of synthetic fibers, and I'll also be discussing about plastics and plastics as material of choice. Lastly, we'll be discussing about the plastic and the environment. That means how plastic is affecting our environment. So let us first look at today's objectives. So today's objectives are to differentiate between natural and artificial fibers, to know about synthetic fibers, and to identify the types of synthetic fibers. Children, you have already learned that fibers are used to make fabrics. In class 6, you have learned about the jute and the cotton fiber and how it is converted into fabric. In 7, you learned about the silk and the wool fiber and how it is processed and converted into the silk fabric and wool fabric. Yes, so jute, cotton, silk and wool are all natural fibers. That means we get these fibers from plants and animals. Apart from the natural fiber, you have also learned that there is another type of fiber which is called the artificial fiber or the synthetic fiber. So these synthetic fibers are obtained from chemicals and it is made in industries and factories by man. So this is the basic difference between the natural fiber and the synthetic fiber, that the natural fibers are obtained from nature, from plants and animals, and synthetic fibers are obtained from chemicals made by men. Yes, so in class 8 you will be learning about the synthetic fiber and why synthetic fiber is so popular nowadays. Fine? Okay, so first of all, let us understand what are synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers are made up of chemicals, as I already said, and synthetic fibers are actually made of small units, which is chemical substance called monomer. Fine. So synthetic fibers are made of small units called monomer, and when many monomer combine together or are joined together, they form the polymer, and polymer is a large single unit. Yes, so this is what we call synthetic fibers. Now let us understand this with the help of an activity. Fine. So children, you have seen this. Okay, so this is bead. Now this is a single bead and I have many more beads. Okay, I have many more beads. Now what I will do is I will join these beads one by one. Okay, so I'm joining. This is the first bead. The second bead goes. Third. Yes, you can see that the bead is a small unit, and as I keep on joining, now it's turning into a single large unit. Fine, it's turning into a single large unit. Now, so this single units, this small single beads are called monomers, and the large single chain which is formed with the beads, the small units, is called the polymer. Fine. So is it clear that the synthetic fibers are made of what? Made of small units called the monomer, and when this monomer join together, they form a large single unit which is called polymer. Fine. So this is what is synthetic fiber. Polymer comes from two Greek words, poly and mer. Poly means many and mer means unit or part. As you have seen that poly means many small units. Yes, so polymer, many units or many parts. Fine. So this word came from two Greek words, polymer. Naturally also there are polymers, which is cellulose. Cellulose is one natural polymer which is made of small glucose units. So many small glucose unit, which is the monomer, join together to form the cellulose, which is polymer, and cellulose is one natural polymer. Fine. Okay. Now let's see what are the types of synthetic fibers. So the synthetic fibers are majorly of four types, that is rayon or artificial silk, nylon, polyester and acrylic. Okay. So in today's class we will be doing only the rayon or artificial silk and nylon. Polyester and acrylic will be covered in the next class. Okay. So now let's understand what is rayon or artificial silk. Now children, all of you know that how silk was discovered. It was discovered in China by a Chinese empress, and she kept the secret of how silk is obtained from cocoon of the silkworm for many years. Yes, and nobody was able to prepare the silk fibers from the silkworm. It was kept in close guard. But later it was seen that many other countries also started to produce silk fibers from the silkworm. And since the silk fiber or the silk fabric is costly because of the beautiful texture which it has, the scientists thought of inventing silk-like synthetic fiber. Fine. And they were successful in doing so in the 19th century. And in the 19th century, they were able to invent silk-like fiber, which is called rayon or artificial silk. So rayon or artificial silk has the same texture as that of the silk, and it could be dyed with varieties of colors, but it was less expensive. Yes, it was not as costly as the silk. So people started to prefer rayon or artificial silk. Fine. Okay. Now, how was rayon or artificial silk prepared? So rayon or artificial silk is prepared by the chemical treatment of wood pulp, and you can see that wood pulp is a natural source, and so rayon is not fully synthetic fiber. It is a mixture of chemical and natural substance. Yes, so it was not considered as fully synthetic fiber, but still it is an replica of the silk, and it can be used like silk because it has the same texture. Okay. Apart from that, when rayon is mixed with cotton, people make materials like bed sheets. Yes. And when rayon is mixed with wool, yes, people make materials like carpet. So carpet is prepared by mixing rayon and wool. So this is the reason why rayon became so popular, since it is what? Easy to dye, that means easy to color the fiber, and then it is not as costly as silk, and it also has the similar texture as that of the silk. So these are the three properties for which rayon is popular. Fine? Okay. Now the next type of synthetic fiber is nylon. In 1931, the scientists were able to invent the full synthetic fiber, which is nylon. It is not made from any plant or animal source. It is completely synthetic. It is completely prepared from chemical substances. Okay, and it is prepared with the help of coal, air and water. Now nylon also has become very popular because various materials are made out of nylon fiber, and one more advantage is that it is cheap. Fine. So it is cheaper than the natural fibers, and as a result people prefer to use those materials. Fine. So the properties which made nylon widely acceptable is that it is very strong, that it has the elasticity capacity, it is very light, lustrous and easy to wash. Now let us see what are made from nylon. So nylon is used to make socks, okay, then it's used to make ropes, it's used to make toothbrush, and it's also used to make fabrics for curtain. Okay, so apart from these things, nylon is also used to make tents, car seat belts, sleeping bags, parachutes and climbing ropes for rock climbing. Okay, so do you think that nylon is so strong that it is used to make parachute and climbing ropes for rock climbing? So let us do an activity and find out the tensile strength of two fibers. So I have taken two fibers, that is one natural fiber and another synthetic fiber. The natural fiber is the cotton fiber and the synthetic fiber is the nylon fiber. So let us do the activity. Okay children, let us begin the activity. So for the activity, I have taken two fibers, one natural fiber and another synthetic fiber, and then I have taken a plastic bucket and a clamp to hang the bucket. Fine. And then we have to put weights inside the bucket to find out the tensile strength of the cotton fiber. But since I don't have the weights, I am using the stones, and then after that I'll be weighing the weight of the stone up to which the fiber can withstand. Okay, so let us begin the activity. Right. So first I'll put the stones and let's see how long it can withstand this weight. Okay, so you have seen that the tensile strength is not much. That means as soon as I put this big stone, it broke. Fine. So now let us see what is the weight. So children, this you can see that this is the weight which could be carried by the cotton fiber, and it is 437 grams. Okay, so now let us compare this with the weight which could be carried by the nylon fiber. Next, we will be using the nylon fiber. We'll be using the nylon fiber and let's see how much weight it can withstand. Okay, this is already 435 grams. Now let me put this also. Okay, and you can see that it is withstanding the weight of the big stone which the natural fiber could not withstand. Okay, now let us check the weight. Okay, children, you can see that the weight which can be withstand by the nylon fiber is 750 grams. That means the weight which is withstand by the nylon fiber is more than that of the natural fiber, that is cotton fiber. Yes, so this is how we find out the tensile strength of various fibers. So you can also find the tensile strength of different fibers like wool, silk at home, and you can find out which is the strongest fiber, natural fiber or synthetic fiber. No doubt natural fibers are also very strong, but nylon especially, it's very strong, and then it's the reason why parachutes and rock climbing ropes are made out of nylon. Fine. So this is what we have for today's class. Let us now do the summary of today's class. In today's class, you have learned that a synthetic fiber is a chain of small units called monomers, and these monomers join together to form a large single unit called polymer. Each single unit is actually a chemical substance. Rayon fibers was obtained by chemical treatment of wood pulp. Although rayon is obtained from natural source, that is wood pulp, it is yet known as the man-made fiber. Nylon is another man-made fiber, and in the year 1931, it was made without using any natural raw materials, that is any plant or animal source. It was prepared from coal, air and water. It was the first fully synthetic fiber. So this is all for today's class. Thank you and have a great day.